Hi, everybody. We just want to open and give our respects to Chadwick Boseman. For those of you who don't know who he is, he was the Black Panther, and he was a true hero on and off the screen. So we're opening with our respects tonight with Wakanda Forever.
Wakanda Forever. Yes.
And
I had
now,
to sit up straight in order to see that.
we don't want to be depressed, and he wouldn't want us to be either.
I
So,
don't think you would.
live from the internets, it's Hot Topics.
Hot Topics with Cecil and Sureg'ay. Wine boy.
Yes. Hello, everybody.
Hi, Cecil.
Hi, Sureg'ay.
And hi.
We've got Gail with us. We've got
Wine
Dr.
boy.
Denise.
Hi,
Hi,
Wine
everyone.
Boy. I'm here too.
Oh, yes. And
That's
Wine
what
Boy
I
is
was
here.
trying to get you to do, but you
Oh,
go. Cecil
I-
goes right to the fans.
I was
Went
just
right
checking-
to the fans.
He likes his rallies, that's for sure.
I sure do.
All right, so it has been one hell of a week once again. So let's just get right to it. Everybody,
Let's
thanks
get
again
right
for
to the
joining
hot
us.
topics.
Let's raise our glasses. I have
Oh
a
my
little
gosh.
red wine. So clinkety clink, like a chime from church.
Ding.
Dong.
Hello to Haley all the way up in Wisconsin. Jeff Perry.
Boy, lots of
Hey,
people are
Wine
visiting
Boy.
Wisconsin
We've got the
today.
entire Midwest with us this
Hello.
evening.
Well, I hope so. And it's just like Brokeback Mountain, you and me. We're from the Midwest. Hi, everybody.
Exactly.
It is so exciting. You know, we look forward every week to joining. We look forward to having you join us because we love us and we know
Me too.
and we love you too. We have so many topics to do. And, you know, we only have
15
15 more
minutes.
minutes.
And that's-
Thank
And
you.
apparently, Sergey has somewhere to be first thing in the morning.
I've got to be on set.
Yes. Don't ask what kind of movie it is, viewers at home,
No,
because
don't.
I think
not
we
at all.
all know.
It's a morning shift, and there's lots of morning wood, as we were discussing off
Oh
camera.
my goodness. We have
But-
Marshall Pope with us this evening. I
Oh
am
my
so excited.
God.
Yes.
Ooh,
And
yes.
Marshall Pope.
And he is hitting the whiskey. We don't mind, Marshall. We
I
do
bet-
not mind at all.
What else does Marshall hit? He can
So
chime
many.
in. Hi, Dick Bruce. Cheers,
Mm.
boys. Jeff Perry, Gail Blackmer. They're all
We're
here.
so excited.
Marion Librarian.
I know.
It's like the electric company, but with sizzle sazzle.
Yes. Thank you so much, Kelly Jenner, for the compliments on my my unfurled petals
Yes.
on the wall behind
Yes,
me.
and I want you all to take a screenshot because according to our off-camera chit-chats, Cecil you will never see Cecil in that funeral home again because he's allowed to be in that room this evening, unlike John Bonet that he normally is. And we'd like to thank Iran and Ronald Reagan for freeing him out of the hostage situation that he's normally in.
That's true. That's true. Those viewers who are first comers onto our show, normally my background is a little more neutral.
Yes, it's very boring. In fact, in the words of Gail Blackmer, can we be a little more uplifting? So apparently you got her notes.
Yes, and I decided to stand by my art or sit.
Is that
by
a
my...
Banksy?
Yes, he snuck into my house one night when
I
I
bet
was
it did.
when my door was wide open and did art all over my wall without my knowledge, and then snuck out.
Is that the first? Is that the only time your door's been wide open and a man snuck in there?
For a quick
can't-
Banksy.
It was a real quick Banksy.
Oh, well, you know what, viewers, we are just getting right to it because we know that you love when we're nasty. And why wait till the last 15 minutes? Let's just get right to it.
We
So,
only have 15 minutes, Sergey.
yes, well, you know, when we were younger, we had 15 minutes, and now
We could
at
do a
our
lot
age-
with 15 minutes.
we could have 7 go-rounds with the Banksy guy that snuck in your home. So let's get right to it. So we have a viewer. Actually, we want to give a shout out because the Cash Apps are already rolling in.
Before we even got started today.
Yes, I know. Let's talk about first that we thank you all for sharing it on your timelines. And don't forget to share this Facebook link on your page, not on our page. We already know where to find us.
Penny Mathis is here.
Hi, Penny Mathis. So thank you for sharing. Jeff Perry, Gail Blackmer, they're all already sharing it. So be like Gail and Jeff and share like Sunny's share.
Look, if you're having fun, and we hope that you're having fun, because that is really the entire point, people. Yeah. We want you to invite your friends to come and enjoy every Thursday night at 10:30.
And we want you to keep them coming.
Yes. And just let them know that we're only here for 15 minutes.
Right. So if you can do it, keep them coming for 15 minutes and week after week. So thank you very much for that. And to our Cash App alerts, we also get fan mail and emails that some people aren't able to join us in the evening because, well, some of them are prostitutes or some of them have night jobs like Cecil. And they then watch it over the weekend with their coffee rather than their wine. Now, granted, we know they have Baileys in their coffee, just like most of you do on Saturday mornings. But they watch our show, and then they Cash Apped us this weekend after watching the show. So just when we were recovering from our wine hangovers, we were getting Cash Apps. So thank you, Kimberly Ray, for watching over your coffee and your very generous donation. She gave us a lot, and that was very kind. And also Chris Congdon, who Cash Apped alert us. And I would like you to know that Chris Congdon said, we thanked him, and he said, "It's my pleasure, and much more fun than stuffing cash into a sweaty G-string. This way I know what I'm getting and going home alone with no disease." To which I say, good thing you give me the money and not Cecil, or you would probably go home with a poho itch and one testicle tomorrow. He'll let anyone in his door if you've got art.
Girls got to eat.
Well, stop eating Chris Condon's.
Anywho.
I thought you hate people who
I do. Anything. That's why I used it so firmly.
Anyway, so sorry to patronize, but we're very thankful for our wine budget, and thank you for tipping us. And again, you can go to Cash App if you have the app and give us a little tippy poo throughout the night, and we'll call you out.
Sure.
And so thank you again. I'm praying for more
appreciate
money.
it.
Right, let's get right to the
we've got to get to the hot
everybody
topics.
Is here. So you were supposed
What's with the clap?
It was shaving, a haircut.
To Pelosi.
Yes.
It doesn't track. It doesn't track.
Well, you got a haircut the same week Nancy Pelosi
did. Do you like my haircut? Thank you.
You're welcome.
That's all you get. That's all you get to see, viewers at home.
Well, they can see you on the Geico commercial. If you take off your shirt.
That's a Sasquatch, and I don't appreciate it. I don't appreciate the comment.
You were at Walmart, you were in Geico, you're a famous person.
Anyway.
So let's get right to
Nancy Pelosi set up.
Set up by, what's her name? Erica Cayos.
We're going to get to her.
Don't worry. She will join us for Scarf Slap this evening.
She's getting a scarf slap.
Nancy Pelosi, God forbid, she just had to get a haircut. At least she cares about her hair. Exactly. And went in. Now, thank you, Wineboy, for the picture. Can I just say that my first thought was when I saw this on TV, I saw her coming off of the, I guess, second level. And I thought to myself, what kind of shitty hair salon has a door with no glass in it? I thought she was stepping through a door. That's just seriousness with Sureg'ay. I was like
she would have to sneak through a pane of glass.
That's what I totally
her haircut.
Thought, which all the more reason why there was no one else there. So she claimed she was getting a haircut there and she was getting it washed. Now, granted, we've both had haircuts. In fact, I had one just recently also. I did wear a mask because, well, I don't know. I just practice what I preach. But it was a pain in the ass. I'm not gonna lie, and my haircuttress was taking it off one ear and washing, and then doing this, and then cutting, and I mean, she may have missed a patch or two, so I might not wear a mask again. But
I did this. I did the exact same thing, Sergey. I had the mask on, and when they went around my ears, I just flipped it over, and I sort of kept it jammed into my mouth like that. And
like, you have gotten much more nastier over the years, I must
I don't
say.
know what you're talking about.
You used to be so G-rated, and you are just a little minx.
Sergey, I'm simply talking about my mask.
Obviously, someone's not home tonight.
Anyway.
Anywho.
But here's the thing. I have many problems with this Pelosi story.
Okay, tell us.
Can I just say one thing? Because poor Nancy Pelosi, the woman is 80 years old. And, you know, she's also in a high-profile position. So it's not as if she can not get her hair done and not have everyone in the whole alt-right make bitchy comments at her. So poor woman makes an appointment to get her hair did. She did it alone, by the by. It's not as if she wandered into a completely crowded salon. It was a place that her stylist rented a chair in. So, I mean, this entire arrangement was kind of like the way that you would want it done. You know, I'm going to come in, it's going to be private, it's going to be one-on-one, there's not going to be anybody in there, and we're just going to do the blowout and we're going to go. And then this bee,
see you next Tuesday,
who runs the place, who, by the by, rented the space to the stylist, suddenly acts as if this is a humongous problem. And I'm sitting here thinking to myself, if you're renting out the chair to somebody, then Nancy Pelosi certainly isn't the first person that you have done that for. You've been doing it.
Absolutely.
Nancy Pelosi is just the first ultra-liberal celebrity that you felt the need to call out. So, first of all,
Wine Boy, are you awake?
I would never rent from that woman ever again. I would never rent a space in that salon, because isn't there some sort of client hairdresser privilege that has been
especially
violated?
when you're being blown out? Yeah,
I'll say.
I mean, so, but this is the God, it is late and I've had 2 sips of wine. Speaker of the House, God, it slipped my mind. I'm sorry, because I'm so
Nancy
used to
Pelosi is her name.
Well, I know her name. I just forgot her title. Anyways, but why would it? I know, but she's someone of that high security level. Why wouldn't she be alone in the hairdressing place?
Exactly.
You know, I mean, so, but anyways, that hairdresser, obviously, I mean, she went on Tucker Carlson and she said, you know, things have been slow and she hasn't been able to have people in. And great, that's the rules, everything else. But girlfriend, damn sure, decided, I'm going to sell this story to Tucker Carlson. And of all people, she could have sold it to a million outlets because it is a juicy story. But she went to Tucker Carlson on Fox News, Fay News. And that's all I need to know about Erica Cayusa. So see you next Tuesday and tonight in Scarf Slap.
You got it.
So let's
Next topic.
want to remind our viewers to give us your suggestions for Scarf Slap tonight, and Wine Boy will keep tally and we'll post them rather than at the last second. But we're going to get to the next subject, and this week,
Am I supposed to write these down? Oh
Yes,
man,
you're supposed to keep a tally, Wine Boy.
I thought,
why is everyone asking where Wine Boy is? I'm here.
You keep the tally.
Because whenever you go too long, I'm worried you passed out from whiskey. Well, I'm like,
I did have whiskey the one
hello,
night.
it's called Hot Topics with Cecil and Sureg'ay, and sometimes when it's still on Cecil, I'm like, Wine Boy's gone.
Well, he
We've
was
lost him.
ranting. He was ranting. I was
What?
giving
Is this
him
your
his
first
number. Not
It's-
ranting, but he was on a train. He
I
was
was
going
saying
great.
one thing.
Yeah.
I
You know
said
what
it
time
in
it
the
is?
beginning.
I didn't want
have
to cut him
one thing
off.
to say, and I said one thing.
It was wonderful.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. I actually learned something from you besides your
Yeah.
painting.
Also, I
so
want to know
thank-
what Marshall Pope's whiskey he's drinking. That's also what I want to
Marshall
know.
Pope, what whiskey are you drinking? Wine Boy is fascinated.
I like whiskey, and I drink it sometimes instead of wine.
What
So-
kind?
Wait, what kind? Not to me, to him.
Oh,
You, I'm.
I thought.
Okay. We scared off Wine Boy. Sorry, Chris Congdon. I know you're a big fan.
Chris Congdon. Has, do you guys talk about the
This
Golden Girls? Who
Campanelli,
is-
this I don't.
do you
this
know
char-
him?
This character.
Yes, Buffalo Trace is
Buffalo
delicious.
Trace? Is that
I
a
have
thing?
ladies
Yeah,
and gentlemen,
it's
I have
really
cup
good.
holders now. I was donated a straight movie chair, and so I have.
I don't think anything in your
That's
house
probably
is
the
great.
straightest thing in your house.
It is. Besides me, my wife's not here, but she got this donated.
That's true.
I have a cup holder here and a cup
She's
holder
upstate
here.
in Canada.
And now I don't spill things when I get into sizzle sazzle mode when I'm on a rant. So speaking of, it's my turn.
Is it your turn?
It's not really a rant, but let's. Sorry, Gail Blackmer, we have to go depressing for just a second. We're just going to mention it and we're going to move on.
Sorry, Gail.
Yeah, sorry, but she's going to stay up anyways. Russ, wake up. Just wake up, Russ. This week in COVID-19 news, The Rock and his family tested positive and have recovered. Now, when I watched The Rock on Entertainment Tonight, I may watch some of that trashy stuff other than our show. But The Rock, I have to say, he was like, well, we got COVID-19 and we were able to trace it down that we got it from some family members. But we love those family members and we wouldn't dare dishonor them or anything. We still love those family members that gave us the COVID-19. I mean, if I got COVID from one of my family members, especially one of my Trump supporting family members, I would damn sure call their shit out and be like, bitch gave me COVID because they didn't wear a mask and they think it's fake. But anyways, The Rock was very kind not to call them out, but I'm sure we can find out if we Google it enough.
Sergey,
So-
well, we certainly know that if you ever get COVID, that names will be dropped.
Oh, I've never thrown you under the bus.
I've never breathed in your face for an extended period of time.
Well, we've never been on a bus together because how dare us? We're classy.
And also, Robert Pattinson is
yes,
tested
that's what's my next.
COVID positive.
Well, some people that watch us don't know. They're like, Robert Pattinson, who is that? They think that's a televangelist. Robert Pattinson is from the
Twilight.
Sparkle. Thank you.
You need, yeah.
Twilight.
Can I-
But he is the new Batman. And
Mhm.
they said Batman was halted due to a cast member getting COVID, but then Vanity Fair did their work, just like Hot Topics with Cecil and Sureg'ay and Wine Boy. And we found out the
We need
juice.
to do that sort of in-depth
We
research.
We do. That's why most of the time when I say something, you go, "Is that true?"
We get
Because
to the
I
bottom
do
of
my research.
everything.
All I'm doing is a fact check. That's
Yeah.
all, Sergey.
I know you do fact checks, but usually it's with a shirtless boy, which we'll get to later. So Robert Pattinson is the one who apparently has COVID-19, tested positive. We wish him well. God, we don't want anyone to get sick, but Batman is.
I'm not Batman. It's so sad.
Can I just say one thing about
I'm
Robert
just
Pattinson?
gonna pour some wine then.
Look, okay, I have never in my life seen a Twilight movie. I have pulled stills from the internet of what's
Porno.
Yeah.
It's fake
what's his
Twilights. Yeah. The
but
Wolf Boy is the hotter one.
I'm
Anyway.
gonna say I can't
Wasn't he
remember.
underage though? You can't even.
I
You
can't
pull
remember his
those
name
ones.
to save my life at the moment.
Taylor Lautner or something like
Oh,
It's a
look at the
Taylor Lautner.
straight one pulling that out of his ass.
Seriously,
that. You're welcome.
yes, Dr. Denise, Robert Pattinson.
I guess I will.
See?
Yes,
Find
for real.
out your news from us.
So I do have to say this though. I saw did you happen to catch the movie The Lighthouse
Yes.
Him and Willem
Not this
Dafoe.
sweet.
Black and
Yes.
Oh, wait, I think I did actually.
white. I
Huh.
loved it.
That movie is crazy.
It's crazy bonkers. If you have not seen The Lighthouse, I'm trying to remember what else the guy did. Oh, he did The Witch. So if you're a horror fan,
I bet he did The Witch.
yeah.
Hey,
If you're a horror fan,
Horror.
horror. If you're a horror fan,
Horrible.
yes.
Thanks,
So
Kelly.
the director did the Witch, and then he did The Lighthouse, and so they're sort of like very similar because they're like period pieces, and they're very like isolated, and they're just like these.
Speaking
it's
of
like,
Twilight, didn't the director actually do The Witch in what's her name?
did he?
Yes.
Wait,
Where's that Jeff?
I
I
think
thought you said. I thought Robert Pattinson did.
no.
the
it's either
director was banging the
Kristen
girl.
Stewart.
Thank you. You know all the young
Kristen-
names. Remember?
Was banging the director of Twilight?
Was it
Yeah.
that? No, was it that one or was when she was Snow White that she was banging the director and that's why she didn't?
I
do the
don't know. I'm
sequel?
sure we're not. I digress. Let's move on. But hey, stir the pot.
Yes.
Stir the pot. Cash App alert. Thank you, Gail Blackmer, for a Cash App donation.
Thank you,
It's very
Gail.
sweet.
Can't get
And-
to it fast enough. He,
Cash
yeah,
App alert.
Oh, the Huntsman. Oh,
Thank
okay.
you, Gail Blackmer. for
yeah,
your
Snow White and the Huntsman.
donation. Don't forget, if you
right?
want to
Snow White
tip
the
us,
Huntsman.
boys, and keep
Okay.
us
Oh, that.
rocking and rolling, you can as well.
Wow,
Yeah.
I had no idea that she was banging the director of the Snow White movies.
Well,
Yeah,
that's because
why-
this is called Hot Topics. And that was like 5 years ago.
It was a long time ago. But we were talking about Robert Pattinson, and I'm just saying, I never saw the Twilight movies, but when I saw The Lighthouse, I looked at Robert Pattinson in a whole new light.
Yeah, you're like, oh man, he can actually act.
Well, sure, there was that.
That
You
was
mean-
But I was
exactly
also
what we
like-
were thinking, yes.
I was like, that mustache and that
And that lighthouse.
Doesn't he
that
like?
lighthouse.
He has sex with a mermaid.
He does.
That was Tom Hanks.
And he destroys a seagull. I'm not going to tell you how.
He does destroy us.
Alka-Seltzer. I know. A friend of mine's from Polk County.
That's mean. That's mean. No,
Well-
do not condone that.
No, you shouldn't. I don't condone that. But
But
Go
yes,
around.
Billy Jenner, he
Keep
was in Good
viewers-
Time, and that was a good movie.
At home.
I'm not seeing
Oh,
the comment.
Good Time? I never
Yeah,
seen
he
that.
was. No, he was.
Literally, I've never seen. The only movie that I had ever seen Robert Pattinson in, I swear to God, was Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire. And then he went off and became this famous person. I never saw a single movie of his.
Yes, but you're also
yeah?
the same. You're also the same person that thinks that that's actually Justin Bieber on Pornhub. I'm just gonna say.
It said his name.
I guarantee you, Chris Congdon has watched a
Doesn't
Justin
matter.
Bieber video once or twice.
It said
all right.
his name.
We've had
Why
enough
would-
of Robert Pattinson.
Pattinson.
Well, speaking of Gail Blackmer, Pattinson. Anyways, Pattinson.
Nope.
Pattinson.
I know, but it's a cash.
Next
app.
topic. We only have
Um,
15 minutes.
All right, so let's talk about the two of us. There's a double, and why not double vote? Let's talk about that this week.
My gosh.
Can I just say one thing?
Please.
Oh God, wine boy, we rehearsed. Okay, there we go. This week, your president with a lowercase p, who was totally against mail-in voting and all mail-in voting, but then suddenly absentee ballots were good and mail-in votings were bad, and especially if they're from Democratic states, they're bad, and it's going to be crooked and the most fraudulent election ever. Suddenly, yesterday, has said that you should mail in your ballot, your absentee ballot, but then go to the polls and vote again. He is trying to cause so much fraud himself in this election so that way, when it comes down to time and there's a tabulation going haywire after the November election, he's already setting it up. Look, we all know that. I'm not telling you anything we don't know, but it's the people who watch the other networks other than ours that'd be like, yeah, see, the mail-in voting is fraudulent. Well, I'm exhausted. So
It is exhausting.
it is exhausting, and it just chaps my testicles.
Yes.
And that's a
Well,
lot.
what's hilarious about this whole thing is that, so he's saying this to North Carolina voters, and it's very specific.
Which is hard enough to get to the mailbox in North Carolina.
So he's trying to create this illusion that there is voter fraud when there isn't voter fraud. Like, there's not overwhelming voter fraud, but that's not enough. So he's like, well, let me just create some. I'll just create some voter fraud. But that's part of what is illegal, is trying to induce people, or I don't know what the word is. Trying to
seduce. I think he's good at seducing
people
for
it's
money.
Like it's in the law. It's a legal term.
Well, but wait. On that note, Wolf Blitzer of CNN fame, 5 p.m., asked William Barr, our Attorney General, what he thought about that, and his response was, "I don't know. I don't know what the states do or the laws."
That's your William Barr.
Swear? Oh, well.
That's your William Barr?
My baby. Mike. I don't know.
So sorry,
I haven't practiced that one. Well,
coerce.
How many characters have
Kelly
you done
Jenner.
on this show? Anyways,
I
coerce. Yes. Thank you. But no, William Barr, the whole point of that, Cecil, before you cut me down on national TV.
I couldn't
in front of millions of viewers. Oh, I want to bring that up. Well, he does kind of like, I don't know. I'm going to work on that one. Next week, you are going to be like, is that Sureg'ay or William Barr?
Is that William Barr? Hot
like,
topics with William Barr and Cecil.
Oh, God, that would be so boring.
Yeah, it was ridiculous. It was ridiculous, Dick Bruce.
It'd be like that show where Sureg'ay was alone, solo. Yeah, but my point is, why doesn't the Attorney General, the top law in the land, know what's illegal and what's not? Whenever it's a question of justifying whether Trump is right or not, he goes, "Oh, I don't know."
Yeah, exactly.
BS.
Yeah.
I
thought it.
God.
I thought the same thing. I was like, why are we even asking this guy his opinion on the law when he's clearly in league and just trying to F everything up?
It's so obvious now. Anyways, I'm going to move on before I get heartburn.
The list of offenses or broken laws that are going to be heaped on that man when he leaves office.
I just can't wait to see them all go to jail. We will have a we will have a special edition. But I would like to commend all of you. We're going to raise a glass, so get your glass.
Oh,
but
is this a new segment I wasn't aware of?
Yes, it's called YOLO. No, it's not YOLO. Where is DBH, by the way?
Where is DBH?
I don't know. Let's check.
He's probably having another baby.
Don't feed it pizza like Wine Boy.
She has.
Raise your glass. Oh, God. Yeah, just
Denise
a little.
has her glass ready to go.
Just a little bit of tea. To all of our viewers, last week, you helped us and you tuned in here rather than to the RNC, and Trump had millions of less viewers than the DNC the following week. And I say it's because of you and you and you and you. So cheers.
And you. Cheers to all of our viewers.
We did it. And I want you to know, Penny Mattis, I looked you in the eye because it's good luck. She always tells me that.
Just sip it, Marshall. Just sip it.
Just the tip.
Just
a little bit of teeth, like.
Stop it.
I know. That was bad. I think he passed out. His dancing wolf or whatever, the whiskey bowl or whatever it's called.
Speaking of dancing,
it is because of you, Marian Librarian.
It really is.
Yes, and let's all dance, 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 dance.
Speaking of dancing,
new segment.
We're trying to segue.
I was going with you.
Oh my gosh!
Do you want a two-step or tango?
We only have 15 minutes.
That's why it's time for Dancing with the.
You could call them stars. I'm the lineup.
Well,
I mean,
Dancing with the lineup is what we're going to call it here.
The lineup.
That was
Okay.
that. You know, it's every once in a while you genuinely make me laugh.
Just once or twice.
It feels good because I don't get that at home.
First of all, okay, Dr. Denise, I love me some Tyra Banks. I really do.
Boy, yes.
So I'm kind of like, I'm okay with this change.
Right. So what Cecil is talking about is, as you all know, for those of you that watch Dancing with the Stars, they used to have Tom Bergeron, the host,
Who
was also Hollywood Squares, and
who liked a tweet of mine one time.
he did.
I swear to God.
Are you sure it wasn't Tom Bergeron from Pornhub?
It had a blue check mark.
Well, that makes it official. Actually, it does. I'm jealous now. You had a blue check mark like you're on social media even more than me. I will say that. Yeah, at you.
I'm just saying.
So Tom Bergeron got, I don't know what the details are. That they just be like, you know what, let's do Tyra Banks. But boy, talk about a height difference. Reaching new heights. Now, this is not he's obviously on an apple box in this picture, but Tyra Banks, diva of all divas. God, speaking of divas, have you ever watched Pose, that show Pose?
I haven't.
Well,
Once or twice.
We're
getting off topic.
I know, sorry. And it's hot topics. Anyways, so they've got hers, but I don't know why or what or where. She's okay. I don't know that I'm a big fan of hers, but Tom Bergeron.
Tyra.
Well, okay. Let's see how she does with Dancing with the lineup. So let's talk about who's in the lineup.
I'm just excited for her to scream at somebody, "We were rooting for you. I was rooting for you."
You obviously watch all the drag queen shows.
It was America's Next Top Model. Oh my gosh.
Aren't they all drag queens? I'm sure there's
Anyway.
sprinkled in there. So the first one, which if all of you have been following along in COVID-19 quarantine and binge watching, then the Tiger King, Carol Baskin. She is on. I called this a couple of weeks ago in a Hot Topics. Either that or just I dreamt it.
I thought you were kidding.
I didn't know it. I just thought it.
You put it into the universe. You put it into the zeitgeist.
Well, you're welcome.
And I'd
like to
blame
put more
you,
wine in our
Sergey.
budget. So I'm going to put that in the universe also. Carol Baskin is going to be in the lineup. And
Seriously.
would that be something if she got charged for murder on the show?
On the show?
That would be even better than Hot Topics with Cecil.
That's a great fucking question, Dr. Denise. What is she doing there?
Who knows?
Who knows how they land on these people?
Well, first of all, she's always been quarantined because she has no friends. So who's she been around? Just her husband. If he's still alive, we don't know. And tigers, to our knowledge, well, no, they did have one tiger. Remember, there was a tiger that got COVID, but that lasted like a day. So who knows? So she seems like a safe bet.
How did the tiger get tested in a human, and we can't seem to test our own population? That's what I want to know. I want to know what the symptoms were.
There's a Siegfried and Roy joke there somewhere, but I'm going to have to.
How do they even know that this tiger had COVID-like symptoms?
We're getting off topic.
Were they just like,
Mother?
I got nothing better to do with this test kit. I'm going to shove it up a tiger's nose.
Because that's where I thought you were going with that swab. So Carol Baskin, who else is on there? Jesse Metcalf of Desperate Housewives fame.
Oh
and
my God.
This is one we agree on. Yet for those of you that watch the Hallmark Channel like my folks at home, that would be the one you would recognize him. That's how Cecil and I first met him when he was on Desperate Housewives. And I was like, he was the lawn boy, if you remember. He used to cut the grass. God. Sizzle Sazzle and all of our sayings on. He doesn't need a teacher. God. That looks like my headshot.
He has manscaped
on Instagram.
Look at the manscaping.
Obviously,
on that
he's a
guy.
Christian. That's got to be a Christopher medal or something. Okay, all right, Wine Boy. You're just trying. Speaking of getting off.
I'm just trying to get her.
That's how you test.
That was a shrinker right there.
That swab went right up my nose. Wow.
That's who they need to get on there.
I
They're
think he's
swell.
no,
No,
he can't. He
No.
can't go on there. They'd have to
you
push
need to
him
lose.
around.
You need to lose that picture. I'm over that.
No, you can bring it back anytime you want, White Boy. That was kudos to you. That was funny. We laughed. Thank God you woke up. So Jesse Metcalf is on there. We already got him. And Hayes.
And freaking Hayes.
Now wait, that's the one that broke up with Ellen, and then okay,
And now she's
the
straight.
crazy one.
She's
Oh, she's straight now. Well,
she's nuts.
Okay, so we're starting to see that pattern here in Dancing with the Lineup for this season. Now, when we were discussing this, Cecil said Backstreet Boy AJ, and he's like the hot one. And I had to Google because I was like,
I didn't say the hot one.
I will find the message. You said Hottie or something.
I said Desperate Housewives Hottie.
No,
Speaking
you said
of Jesse
AJ,
Metcalf.
the hot
I did
one.
not look at
And
that
look
guy.
At that crack whore
I
right
did
there.
not.
You
Viewers
should-
at home.
That
Viewers
is
at
keto
home.
diet right there.
I did
Oh.
not
Yeah.
look at that
You
one.
need to see Jesse Metcalf again.
I did.
There.
There we go.
Okay.
I said Desperate Housewives Hottie.
Okay, so that's why I added those pictures. The producers added the pictures.
What the
because
hell?
I swear you said Hottie, and I thought, what's happened to Cecil? He's really getting desperate in that funeral home. Now that you've been released by the Iran-Contra out of that basement.
Howie was cute. Yes, he was.
No, who was the Kevin? Right? Am I in the same boy band? I don't I may
know.
mix them up. Wouldn't that be a fun show? We mix all the boy bands
Mix all the
together,
boy bands up? Oh.
shirtless. And then put them in the Big Brother house where they can all have sex with no condoms.
Sergey.
I'm a producer. Well, for God's sakes, at least I'd have the real Justin Bieber in my movies.
It was the name of the video.
Wrong glass.
You need to uncork that thing before you stick it in your mouth.
Yeah, at least I know what's hot on the Backstreet Boys and who's not.
Don't
I
the
didn't-
Backstreet Boys and New Kids on the Block go on tour together?
I think they did.
Yeah, so then you just need like
BSB
NSYNC and
and
98
KLTV.
Degrees and O-Town and all
Yeah,
those
it's like
guys.
it's like the Beach Boys at their age now,
They're not new on the block anymore.
and they're all from Orlando.
They're all from Orlando. They've all
And
been,
several of our friends
they've all been
have
molested
slept
by
with
Lou
lots of
Pearlman.
them. If you want to drop names in a secret episode, I will someday.
I feel like
Oh
the
my
more you
goodness.
keep
Did you
drinking
happen
this
to-
episode,
did you
might
see
drop
that
some
whole
names.
like
Hot
video?
Topics Dish the Dirt with Cecil and Sureg'ay.
So I'll tell you what.
Yeah, I know that Joey Fatone's gotten around.
Eh.
But just to return for a second over to Anne Heche, I read in Neil Patrick Harris, this is old news. This is not even a hot topic. This is old news. It's just the fact that she is Marshall. Sorry.
What?
I'm sorry.
What? I didn't see the comment.
It was poor TLC.
We're gonna need to see that, wide boy.
They will, Dr. Denise, always be TLC. Where was I? Oh,
In the funeral home.
just saying.
Well, I'm in my Asian parlor.
It is old news, but Neil Patrick Harris was very catty about her in his biography, his autobiography. Said that they did a play together.
Wait,
and
who?
Anne Heche.
Oh, we're still on her.
I wanted to make my point. I have one thing to say. I had one thing
You
to say.
turned.
Anyway, he very cattily dished the dirt on Anne Heche, saying that she was not easy to work with. And I
Well,
am
And she
expecting
hasn't done a whole lot lately.
I'm
so...
expecting a massive train wreck on this dance floor.
Mhm. More than Paul
Oh my
McCartney's ex-wife.
Oh my god.
Which, speaking of,
Seriously, I
Wine
could
Boy, where's
stare-
that picture
I could
of the
stare at
hot
that all
boy?
day.
The hot boy that from the RNC. If Heather is it Heather?
Cawthorn?
No, what's Paul McCartney's ex-wife's name?
I have no idea.
The one with one leg.
I don't know where you're going with this.
Well, if she
but I'm
can do it,
very
he can do it. Is my point, and I'm moving on. I'm going to hell anyway. So
You
cheers
are
to
gonna
that.
go to hell for
Chickeny
that
chang,
one.
clang for. Oh, I'll just go to confession and confess my sins.
Well, that was easy.
So now we're off to our. We only have 15 more minutes. So,
We only have 15 minutes, viewers.
so let's
So-
talk about sports. Dun 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 dun
Bum,
dun
bum,
dun
bum,
dun. Wine boy, how come you don't have a sound effect? It's week 20.
I know,
You never
we
told me
like
to get a sound effect for that.
Do you see folks at home, the producers?
Everybody
We're
watching.
all
now is just like,
producers.
Well, apparently one producer gets things to you.
This is true.
So there's that.
There's
Anyways,
one that produces
so-
more, and then the other one tells me what to write, and then I have to put up with it.
And then you drink.
Oh, I definitely drink.
viewers, Wine Boy drinks all day on a Thursday.
All
by the way.
day.
Not
I mean,
all
he's
day.
like, you want
All day.
look, he's like Casey Anthony,
No
the
judgment.
wine boy, with his baby at
No
home.
judgment. I'm
Today
just
was
saying.
the day that my wife came home early, so I started drinking a little bit sooner than our usual.
By the way, just so you all know, we are so much loved that none of our significant others, none of ours,
None of them.
watch our show.
Not a
None.
single one.
Zero.
Not a single one, viewers at home.
Mine tells me to be quiet during the show.
Yeah, well, anyways.
Mine puts me in the
You're
hostage
not the hostage.
situation.
Yeah, you will only see Cecil in this room once in your lifetime because his other half is out of town and mine has been threatened and has earphones and is keeping the dog quiet and all the other Wi-Fi signals are turned off. So that's how much we love you all, viewers, because we give up everything to be with you every Thursday night. So thank you. So let's talk about sports.
Dun 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 dun.
Dun,
Blind
dun,
boy,
dun,
we're going to need your help. Sorry to start off with this, but Tom Seaver, number 41 of the Mets, passed away yesterday from complications
Oh.
of dementia and COVID. So our thoughts and prayers go to his family. That is the depressing news. Let's talk about what else is going on. Wine boy, there's all kinds of playoffs and kneelings, and I don't know. You're going to have to clue us in. So hopefully you
I wasn't paying attention.
well, then
you do have
sports
the.
This is your whole thing.
I know, but
I forgot. One hockey team's playing another hockey team. I think they're in Philly, and they're got to go to overtime tonight. Sorry, this is going to be paraphrasing because we're just going to move on.
Oh, I was thinking about the
wine to
NBA.
drink.
You're talking about the NBA so the
Is
NBA.
that hockey? Is that hockey?
No, but
Oh,
you asked me what was going on. I was going to tell you something that's a little more political.
Oh, I'm in the
I
north.
spent some time in that bubble.
Okay, so the NBA, yes, but we talked about that last week where they walked off and boycotted.
Oh, was
Well,
that
they're
last week?
And they're
Oh
back.
my God, back in the whiskey.
Oh, they're back. Well, the NBA's family are starting to come down to the
Oh,
bubble.
yes.
So they're
Right,
starting to let
because
in
they're in
family
the
members.
playoffs, and so they're letting the
Yep.
family in. There's a cute viral video of one of the players and his children are running down the hallway in the hotel, and the little boy or girl, I don't know because I'm paraphrasing, "I love you, Daddy." It will make your heart melt, especially in these turbulent times. So Google basketball player and the baby says, "I love you, Daddy." At least that baby doesn't eat pizza.
That's
but it's
all
real
sweet.
cute.
You don't know
I
if
don't
she doesn't
remember
eat
who it
pizza. Everybody eats pizza. Don't be mad that I give my baby pizza. She loves the pizza.
I just want you to know that I do watch my calories, but every time we do this show, I crave pizza after, like a little baby.
You keep bringing it up. No wonder why.
Well, it's not my fault. It's
You
your
shouldn't
fault.
eat pizza at 11:15.
I don't, and I won't tonight. I have to get beauty sleep tonight because things are
I'm just
happening.
noticing. Can I just say one thing? I'm noticing this comment here from
Yeah.
Jeff Perry
yeah, I
saying
like
that
it.
Wine Boy should have his own segment.
Again, I think he's trying to blow him.
I think
How-
Wine Boy needs to have an off-topic with Wine Boy segment. Yeah.
Jeff Perry's getting a
He
scarf
is
slap
loved.
later on tonight.
Jeff
Jeff
Jeff Perry,
Perry.
first of all, we'd have to write it for him because I
Mhm.
keep saying, "Wine Boy, what do you think?" And then he's like, So good luck with that. Where's your cash apps for Wine Boy then?
First of all, no, that's not true.
That was a good comeback. That was a hot burn.
The only
Hey.
thing that you asked me to do is try to find someone to pay it forward, and I'm not the one who doesn't do that, and I have no one to pay it forward.
We forgot to pay it forward this week. We're going to
forgot
hell.
to pay it
Pay it
forward this
forward
week.
segment.
And
That's
you know,
okay.
and
Sorry,
second of all, I'm trying to tell you that, like, Trump apparently was bashing the NBA, saying they're far too political, and trying to say that the ratings are down, which he always says that is ratings are always down. Everybody else
His were last week.
in his world. And he's trying to say that the baseball needs to, and football need to pay more attention to it, which in football, people are starting to get more COVID and they're trying to figure out how to do the COVID testing in order to get the season started. In baseball, they're playing
It's
all
a
the
contact
time.
sport. How are you supposed to social distance in a contact sport?
And
All I'm going to say is the first NFL team that will be eligible for COVID testing will be the Cincinnati Bengals because they're Tigers and they can get tests before people. Remember?
Seriously, they'll just get one of those Tiger King tests.
That was called a callback.
In from my field reporter, Marshall Pope, the Flyers just pulled off the win in overtime. So there you go.
Oh.
Congratulations!
Wait, the Philadelphia Flyers?
Yes.
Is that hockey?
Wait, so now they go to Game 7, correct?
Or they won the whole thing?
I don't know. I wasn't paying
No.
attention to hockey.
Is this the Stanley Cup?
I get Philly news. It's like a Edward Cup or something. I don't know. But
Edward Cup.
I don't think it's the finals, the Stanley Cup, is it? It could be.
What's the Edward Cup?
I just made that shit up. You don't know. I could have gone with it and you'd be like, oh, sports is really just all these white boy names from Pornhub.
What?
The Cameron Cup.
By the way, while you're in the funeral home, you should get on Pornhub tonight since you are allowed. You have a better Wi-Fi signal up in the dining room.
I am not going to even put it into anyone's mind what I'll be doing once we
Flyers.
Make sure you send Cecil messages on what to watch tonight, Chris Congdon.
The
I just
Flyers.
clicked my camera again.
6. The series
remember?
got tied. And I'm pretty sure all our
Yeah,
fans.
so they go to Game 7. I know because
DBH is here. He's done having a baby.
Oh my God! It's like 16 babies. It's like, where are you in Utah now?
The Robert Pattinson Cup.
The Robert Pattinson Cup. That's exactly what it is.
Yay! Hashtag DBH. Glad you could join us. We missed you. Sorry, I had a frog in
We
my
did
throat.
miss you. We
I
talked.
swear
about
it wasn't the intern.
We talked of you earlier. Look, we only have 15 more minutes, people.
What time is it?
It's late.
Late.
I don't know. I'm not the producer on time, so.
It's
All right, let's go to the viewers. I want to chat with the viewers tonight. So, Wineboy, let's just pop up comments left and right.
Yes.
Ask us anything, and we're going to go to that segment right now. It's the new segment we call
Is this a new segment?
Ask Us Anything.
We did not discuss this.
We did. I just forgot to
We
send a note.
didn't. Viewers at home,
Yes.
we
so
did not discuss
We're going to
this
pour
new
some
segment
wine,
of
and
Ask
you
Us
are going to,
Anything.
before we get to Scarf Slap tonight, you get to ask us anything. So,
All right,
go.
viewers.
Wineboy has to pop
Scared.
us.
I'm worried
See?
about
I
what
told you,
we're
it
gonna
says
ask
ask
us.
us anything.
no one has asked us anything.
By the way, tonight is being
It
brought
is
to
a
you by
well of silence.
Moonset. It's a fabulous red wine blend that Sergey's drinking tonight in the Scarf Lounge.
Scarf Sanctuary. Here we
That's
go.
a good one from DBH.
Here, I'll read it for you so you don't get your finger in the way. Sure, Gay. What's your wife's
Does
favorite?
that would drive me nuts?
Miller Lite. That's what she says.
Okay, from Jeff Perry. Sure, Gay. Did you go to a hair salon for the haircut?
A haircut.
Thank you for the question. I did. I have a private one. But I also wear a mask. So thank you, Jeff Perry. Yes.
Dr. Denise.
She wants to know, can we hear Wineboy whisper again?
Yes. What would you like him to say?
Dr. Denise. Wow.
Mm. There you go.
Oh,
I don't-
get closer, wide boy.
Trampoline. Sergey. Bathtub.
Oh
Mobile.
I hate all of this.
my God. No, you
What?
don't. Wide boy, say Justin Bieber.
Justin Bieber.
Okay. All right.
This may be our best segment ever, and I'm so glad that we all thought of this new segment.
Okay, I got another one.
How many of you are wearing? Well,
That's a good
I'm
question.
so sorry. I've got the giggles because
Because you're not wearing pants.
A, B, Dr. Denise. I'm just
I gotta meet this doctor.
startled. I am
Denise.
startled.
I'm here for the fans.
Anyways, to answer your question,
Zero.
Marian Librarian,
Zero. I like to keep
that's a
mystery.
whopping 0.
All right, Chris Congdon says, watch out, he will start producing it. Oh, no. That's not a question, Chris. Dick Bruce, scarf slap the Trumpster fire for telling me I should break the today.
He's on the list. He's on the list.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, Denise is back. Dr. Denise, I have a boyfriend, but Wine Boy might have me.
Look, we all have
am-
significant others, but sometimes we
am
ask Wine Boy to say
shook.
things.
Dr. Denise.
Good.
Shook.
Good. This is the best segment ever.
Hey, are you ready for this? Person, man, woman, camera, TV.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna have to take a cold shower tonight. So
Seriously.
Count Chocula.
Oh.
I think
No,
that was
it's
a
not. She's not
question.
asking. Yes, God.
I don't think that is.
Why
I don't
not?
think Kelly. I don't think Kelly Jenner is knocking down the door to hear you whisper. Unlike Dr. Denise.
Why? What door does she knock on?
She wants to know.
All right, so I haven't
Count
eaten cereal.
Chocula, Boo Berry, or Frankenberry. I have to say, I'm a Boo Berry fan.
I'm also a Special K fruit and yogurt.
Yeah.
I haven't
never
eaten.
really
You gotta watch your fiber. Why don't you just eat grape nuts?
I've had a few grape nuts in my life. They expand when they get wet. They get big.
Sega or Nintendo
Nintendo all day.
from Jeff
Perry.
Perry. Yes.
I'm an old school, and of course, I would say Atari. But I remember when Nintendo came out, and I was like, "Oh my God, it's like a real video game." So I haven't played a video game in a long time because I'm busy these days.
You're
Same,
welcome.
Kelly Jenner. Same.
Hey, as long as I'm in your dreams, that's fine.
Ugh.
All right.
Okay. Look, we only have 15
Who
minutes.
drinks Bloody Marys at night? But I applaud you because a friend of mine's a huge Bloody Mary fan, but he never drinks
That's
them
a
at night.
brunch drink.
I know that's why my friend Tim drinks them on Sunday Funday, but apparently Dick Bruce drinks them 24/7.
At 11 o'clock at night.
Yeah,
Who drinks at 11 o'clock at night?
free drink.
Seriously.
Gummy bears or lifesavers? Gummy bears
Yes,
Really?
white gummy bears.
all day.
Are you a gummy bear?
Yeah,
I'm
man.
a gummy bear.
I'm a
about-
lifesaver. Hey, what do you think about the gummy lifesavers? That's
Ooh,
a game
Yeah,
changer.
that's a game changer.
Boxers or briefs?
Neither.
Well, that's true for all of us tonight. So,
What's
The
the best?
last book you read.
oh, that's cruel, Marion Librarian.
I was 1984.
Did you read 1984?
I just read it. Yeah, I read it
Ooh.
on my Kindle app. Yeah, it
That
didn't
one is.
go where I thought it was going to go.
Daring greatly.
It didn't go where you thought it was going to go. Yeah.
I think because I'm so used to that, like
All right, what's her
Another
name?
happiest
girl
ending.
spinning the thing and then hitting it and breaking the system, to where when they didn't break the system, I was like, oh, that was just a Nike commercial.
Spoiler alert.
I was also going to read
Spoiler alert.
Sounder.
Where do you see yourself in 5 years?
Where do I see myself in 5 years?
In this
Married
show.
to Anderson Cooper.
While watching Justin Bieber on Pornhub. 5 years from now, 5 years ago, if you had asked us, we'd be doing this show live every Thursday night. We'd have thought you had
We would have thought you were insane.
2 heads. So here we are. So who knows in 5 years where we'll be? I think, cheers.
I'm going to say
Guys.
national syndication.
That's what I was going to say. We're putting it in the universe. Chingity chang with the glasses. and a
Yes.
chime from church. Sizzle sazzle. O-M
God.
God.
Dr. Denise, you should put a link to your book on here on the comments. Yes, Dr. Denise wrote a book. So did Marion Librarian, by the by.
Put it up. We want to.
It still needs
That's
to-
our. Like I said, this will be our pay it forward segment tonight. Is to our viewers the books they've written, so that you can
Yes.
buy them. So pay it forward. It will be Dr. Denise's book.
Dr.
and Marion
Denise's
Library's
book.
Yes.
No worries, Doug
I'm so
Bowser.
glad I thought of that.
But we are down to our last 15 minutes.
Yes, and we have got to get to it. So put them
Hold
up.
on. We have one more thing. First of all, Dick Bruce, you're really right. If you read 1984, today's day and age,
COVID.
it is super fucking trippy.
It is super
But the
fucking
last-
trippy.
Especially now,
question?
yes.
And you know that
Last
George Orwell
question.
is rolling over in his grave going, I called it.
Yeah,
Mauricio
What's your
Ruiz wants to know
favorite-
what's
what's your
your wine of choice.
Mauricio.
It's Well, tonight I'm drinking Moonset. What are you drinking, Cecil?
I'm drinking a red one.
As every week. Actually, we have the same taste. It's whatever is in the house on
Whatever
Thursday at 9
has been
p.m.
uncorked.
Yeah,
Mm.
because believe me, our recycling bin is we should probably just post a picture of our recycling bin because that's
Seriously.
a better example of what we drink throughout the week.
The fun part is when
so-
you live up in the north and you actually recycle your bottles, and then
do.
And you get the money back.
and you get the money back and you go buy some more stuff.
Not in
Mhm.
not in New Jersey.
Not New
trust
Jersey,
me.
but New York.
That's a
They
Midwestern
charge
thing.
you. They
Yeah.
charge you to recycle.
In Michigan, you get 10 cents for
I
every
know, but-
bottle.
Yes, well, I'm not in Michigan. So they're putting our
Right
their
there,
books
Marion
up.
Librarian.
So click on there and find those books. And we would like to thank you all and Dr. Denise. Moonset Gail Blackburn. She's still awake.
Oh, for God's sake, Gail.
It's a new wine app. I forgot the name of it. But you can, oh, sorry. I smashed my thumb in an umbrella. So that's, anyways.
Well, I just want to give a shout out to all of our very intelligent viewers who are changing the world with their literature.
Yes. And I will definitely read those books tomorrow.
I'm going to let you know that I have them on the way
Of course you do.
to my home.
You gotta do something.
Hashtag
In that.
funeral parlor. Yes. Anyways, so thank you everyone for the wonderful questions. We love that segment tonight. And so thank you for playing our new segment, Ask Us Anything.
Ask us anything.
And now it's time for
Oh boy,
balls. I lost my
God,
scarf.
it's freaking me out. Yes, I do.
And
Dr.
now, ladies and
Jones.
gentlemen, get your scarf slaps in. We have a few suggestions, but it's time for scarf slap.
Scarf slap. And
Yay.
This is
we
where the
need
music
your
normally is.
suggestions, viewers. We need your
I gotta get the
suggestions.
scarf.
I got one so far from one that I wrote down. actually.
One scarf slap.
That I wrote down.
I almost
Um,
pulled the scarf salon down, so that was a tragedy.
Good wine boy.
It's hot in here. I don't like scarf slap because
Dick Bruce knows what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
Um,
New York was like 5 cents, I think.
So
our first scarf slap tonight is a topic we talked about in the beginning, and it was Erica Cayuse, but we don't give two shits what her name is because her first call was to Tucker Carlson of Fox
the
News to
Tucker
report
Carlson.
that Nancy Pelosi wasn't wearing a mask when she got her hair did
Got her
and then
stupid hair
blown
done.
like Nestor from Matt Gates's
Matt Gates.
adoption program.
Sure.
So,
All
to
right.
Erica Cayuse, we already talked about this in length. So you get a scarf.
Slap. It's very frustrating.
It's only when one of you likes it, the other one doesn't. It's so funny because you guys don't go at the same time, and I don't have two fucking lip sounds. But anyway, it's all my fault.
Lip or whip? You know, after all this time, I'd still like a sports segment, and I'd like more sound effects. Doug,
Oh my God. I'm
That's-
sorry. I am
apparently-
aghast. I'm reading some comments. I'm reading ahead on the comments. But look. Oh, wait.
that
No,
was
we
funny. Yeah,
we're
put Doug
talking
Bassett back up.
about, yes, we're talking about our very erudite audience. And Doug Bowser has also apparently written a book, A Life Spent on My Knees by Taffy Pinkerbox. That's not a scarf slap. I don't
Oh,
know
no.
what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing.
Oh, but you reared up.
I was
Because
reared up because I
that's
also
the
was
bitch in you.
no, I was just very like split focus between that and the scarf slap. So
Obviously.
yes.
Obviously-
Sarah Huckabee, this is the one that I was like, are you effing kidding me?
Wait, I missed a comment.
Go back to Dr. Denise. Sarah Huckabee is now saying she never trusted Trump.
I knew it was coming because what did we say last week? How she, just like others, like Kellyanne Alternative Facts, were like, we're going to leave in order to spend more time with our family. And then after a year, they're like, motherfucker, I'm writing a book. Yeah.
Wow.
Screw
Everybody's
Sarah Huckabee. Let's scarf slap her. Straw
Sarah
chewing.
Huckabee, this is for you.
Yeah.
I'm ready.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
think
good
that
one.
went pretty
She
well.
deserved that. And I hope it hit her and wherever she's
Square
from.
in the smoky eye.
Okay, so you're like Bill Barr.
Bill
Double
Barr.
voting. We got
For
Bill
dou-
Barr and double voting. I mean, we talked about it earlier, and Dick Bruce is just now joining us with his Bloody Mary brunch buffet. But yes, we talked about the fact that Trump is now suggesting double voting and just trying to screw everything up. And then backed it up with William Barr, Bill Barr, whatever you want to call him. They're both going to jail.
We just want to make sure that it works.
Yeah, whatevs. So to this
I'm going to do my impression of Sureg'ay doing an impression of Bill Barr.
And I'm going to do my impersonation of Wine Boy when I give comments to you.
Here. We're just trying to make sure that it works.
You're the reason I'm going to be hungover tomorrow. I hate you. How dare you? Can I just say one thing? No, I really don't want to, but I'm just...
may not.
Where the F is my t... By the way, I ordered t-shirts,
Ow.
and apparently they are going to get here for Christmas.
Seriously?
So, hell, maybe.
Ugh.
Probably going through Amazon or something.
Oh man.
I'm
all right,
not
so
sure.
that is 3 scarf slaps. What is our time frame? Let's double check. Oh, good Lord, we have to go.
We only have 15 minutes.
Yeah, they will cut us. Norm,
3?
God,
Are they going to cut us off?
it's
Are we
bad
gonna
enough. It's bad enough that we went an hour and almost 40 minutes last week, and we don't want to lose our audience any more than we already are toting the line. We've done a lot tonight. I mean, honestly, plus I have to get to bed. I need beauty sleep. It's going to take me a lot tonight.
He's got somewhere to be in the morning.
So we want to give a shout out to all of our audience. Once again, you are
Thank you
you
so
are
much.
the highlight of our week, and some of you tell us that we're the highlight of your week, which is very generous of you. Speaking of generous, your cash apps are very nice as well. So thank you. It doesn't matter whether you give us $1, $5, or we have gotten a $50.
We've gotten some,
we got some cute ones. We're gonna start with some.
Just
Anyways, so we just want to thank you,
gonna
but
say-
we're on the line of like we don't know whether to call it out or not. We're gonna be classy and just say thank you.
Thank you.
Anyways, thank you for all of that. But it's been a long week, and there's just been a lot of heartache and loss. And we want to remind you all that we love you, and we enjoy this every week because we're here just to make a laugh. There's a lot of frustrations and venting, and in the bottom line, and all in the end is just to have a giggle over the week and talk about stuff that's happened. But before we go,
said bottom and in the end in the same sentence.
and now we're going to leave you with our goodbyes. Don't forget what we discussed.
I remember.
Okay. On behalf of all of us here at Hot Topics, I'm Sureg'ay.
I'm Cecil.
And I'm Wine Boy.
And Wakanda forever.
Wakanda forever.
Forever.
Good night.